أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وكونوا مع الصادقين. ما كان لأهل المدينة ومن حولهم من الأعراب أن يتخلفوا عن رسول الله ولا يرغبوا بأنفسهم عن نفسه، ذلك بأنهم لا يصيبهم ظمأ ولا نصب ولا مخمصة في سبيل الله ولا يطعون موطئا يغيظ الكفار ولا ينالون من عدو نيلا إلا كتب لهم به عمل صالح. إن الله لا يضيع أجر المحسنين. إن الله لا يضيع أجر المحسنين.
O you who have believed, keep fearing Allah and stay within the righteous and truthful. It was not proper for the people of Medina and those surrounding them of the Bedouins that they remained behind after the departure of the Messenger of Allah, or they prefer themselves over himself. That is because they are not afflicted by thirst or fatigue or hunger in cause of Allah, nor do they tread on any ground that enrages the disbelievers, nor do they inflict upon an enemy any infliction, but that is registered for them as a righteous deed. Indeed, Allah doesn't allow the reward of doers of good to be wasted. The ayats quoted above highlight the significance of certain actions in times of war. Allah firstly calls upon the believers to be conscious of Him in all circumstances and be in the company of those who are already seeking Allah's guidance by standing firm on sincerity required for the deen. Allah makes it clear that believers have to protect and treasure Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, more than themselves, because he is source of all goodness, Arabs could say at that time. We have to go hand in hand with Prophet to be a devout follower, which demands us to copy him in words and actions. In order to be the beloved of Allah, you have to try to be like the one who is the most beloved and blessed in this whole wide world. This life, which is full of trials and tests, has hurdles for believers to overcome to reach the final destination, which is Akhirah, the abode of believers. We will all be assessed and tested accordingly to our capacity of tolerance and patience, because Allah never burdens a soul beyond its limits. In this road to Allah, all the inflictions, agony, dejection are blessings in disguise, because the very time you face an adversity while keeping faith, Allah promises a reward for that in return. We, the believers, have to be determined to persevere till the last breath, to see it for ourselves. There is no other way. Remove your doubts. Plead Allah to remove them if they are persistent. Inshallah, Allah will grant us eternal peace and blessing, because Allah never ignores a single tiny grain of sand worth of good deed, never overlooks it, but exalts us on the scale of pious deeds done purely for the sake of Allah. And with that said, may Allah grant us the comprehension of His words and the Holy Prophet, peace be upon his life, and grant us the steadfastness that is required and needed for this path. Allahumma Ameen.